WWE News and Rumor Roundup. Superstar breaks silence after getting fired by the company. Reason why Rhea Ripley became champion. Logan Paul update. Welcome to the WWE News and Rumor Roundup for January 12th, 2025. In today's edition, we'll look at topics about Monday Night Raw superstars Rhea Ripley and Logan Paul, plus a recent report on The Rock's wrestling future and more. Let's get started. Why Rhea Ripley dethroned Liv Morgan on WWE Raw. Rhea Ripley has reclaimed her Women's World Championship as we inch closer to WWE WrestleMania 41. During an episode of live Q&A on Backstage Pass, WrestleVotes recently addressed why Liv Morgan lost the title to Ripley. It's no secret that there are limited high-profile spots for women on the WrestleMania card every year. With Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair potentially returning to WWE soon, competition for these positions could be very tight. It becomes a numbers thing as we get closer to WrestleMania. 2 world title matches for the women equals probably 4 participants. They wanted Rhea Ripley, obviously, to be one of those. I think probably Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair are going to be 2 and 3. And I just don't think they had a spot for Liv Morgan there. So they decided to take the title away from her. After all the speculation online, it turns out that Cody Rhodes versus The Rock is reportedly not the plan for WrestleMania this year. According to a Fightful Select report, WWE is building toward a match between Rhodes and John Cena instead. This was the creative direction because people within the company don't expect The Rock to compete at WrestleMania 41. However, they are also fully aware that things could change in the next few months. Former WWE superstar Odyssey Jones breaks silence. Last year, WWE fired Odyssey Jones after learning about domestic violence allegations against him. The 30-year-old star has finally addressed the controversy surrounding his departure from the company. I'm making this video to address the false allegations. These false claims are coming from a party that I used to prior engage with. I apologize for taking so long for addressing these false claims, but I had to patiently wait to get an injunction set in place to protect my family, my friends, and myself. I'm currently taking legal action against said party, so I can't speak too much more on it, but there will be more information to come. Odyssey Jones thanked World Wrestling Entertainment for the opportunity to become a WWE superstar. He also credited his fans and added, "The journey continues. I'm ready to get back to doing what I love to do. I am accepting bookings in 2025, and I thank you all for your support and for your time." Odyssey Jones was in a storyline with The New Day before WWE abruptly removed him from television in 2024. 1. Who will Logan Paul face at WrestleMania 41? Following Logan Paul's move to the WWE Raw roster, it will be interesting to see where exactly he ends up on the WrestleMania card. Per PW Insider, there have been discussions for a match between Paul and Gunther, the current World Heavyweight Champion, at the Show of Shows. It's important to note that titles can always change hands on the road to WrestleMania, so the details behind this idea are still unclear. Interestingly, Gunther threatened Logan Paul during the Raw on Netflix kickoff event in December 2024. WWE stars who can challenge new Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley defeated Liv Morgan to reclaim the Women's World Championship on the debut of WWE Raw on Netflix. The match was a culmination of issues between the two over the last few years. The two stars have faced off so much lately that their match on Raw's Netflix premiere should definitively end their feud. They claimed it would before facing off, but it wouldn't be the first time WWE ignored something said in a promo. Now that Raw has a different woman standing atop the mountain, who will climb to the summit to collide with the Eradicator. The next 5 women could challenge Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. Despite already falling to Ripley in a street fight, Raquel Rodriguez could easily stake claim to a shot at the new Women's World Champion. She could blindside Mommy in a fit of rage while seeking revenge for Morgan. WWE will need to keep Ripley busy until WrestleMania 41, and Rodriguez isn't currently in a spot to be in such a high-profile match at the Showcase of the Immortals. Facing her at the Elimination Chamber PLE or another event before April would be a good feud for the new champion. It would also be another chapter in their rivalry dating back to their time in NXT. Alexa Bliss is a believable threat. A few big names could be on the way back to active WWE status within the next month. Charlotte Flair has been gone for over a year with an ankle injury. Becky Lynch was in promotional material for Raw on Netflix. Alexa Bliss is another former world champion who will pop up soon. She's been on maternity leave for over a year, but has been getting back in ring shape for a potential return that Raw's women's division needs a big boost, and Bliss's return could do just that. Things could still change with a new transfer window introduced in December. Bringing in the talented Little Miss Bliss to face the Eradicator could be a blockbuster. She's one of the few women in WWE who can cut believable promos and have good matches. Roxanne Perez just lost the NXT Women's Championship to Julia at New Year's Evil. She's already a two-time champ and appeared in the last 2 Royal Rumbles. If there's a star from the Black and Silver brand who's ready to join the main roster, it's the Prodigy. Perez and Ripley have already crossed paths a few times. If she remains a cocky and confident heel, the 23-year-old would be a good foil on the road to WrestleMania. It could also set the stage for a later showdown where the Prodigy is the victor that would play on Ripley's journey of falling to Flair after such a great run in NXT. Jordynne Grace could also make sense, but she is not signed to a WWE deal at the moment. Number 2. Io Sky has been linked with Rhea Ripley since NXT. There aren't a lot of viable first-time Royal Rumble winners slated as favorites for the 2025 version. Io Sky is one of the few names to make sense as someone to emerge as the winner for the 30 Women content on February 1st this year, that she's been without a title since WrestleMania 40, but has become a fan favorite. Sky also missed out on the Women's Intercontinental Championship tournament final. Ripley and Sky teamed up for the War Games match at Survivor Series 2024. They also shared a moment where both women held onto the title at the same time before Sky challenged Morgan at Saturday night's main event. It could be a rare case of face versus face. For the title, Becky Lynch fell to Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 40. Ripley then relinquished the title due to injury, and the man won the vacant gold. Morgan then managed to steal the title from Lynch with the help of Dominic Mysterio, and then kept it thanks to the Judgment Day. While the man has been out of action since last June, all signs point to Lynch returning fairly soon. She's a top name, was used to promote Raw on Netflix, and could boost a division that needs a jolt that if Sky doesn't win the Royal Rumble. The winner will likely be someone who's already outlasted 29 other women previously. The man makes sense, and could try to wrest the title from Ripley at the Show of Shows for a second time. It would be a Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns-like situation if WWE decides the two women must fight for the title in a